are the best K through 12 public schools in Sarasota? Whoa, is this a loaded question? Who or what defines best schools? Are you looking at schools or district grades, standardized test scores, amount of money spent per student, teacher to student ratio? Would you be surprised if I told you that school, district, and state scores can and are manipulated to sound better than they are? Here's one example. Minnesota's 1263 is ranked #1 for the best average SAT score in the country. Sounds great for Minnesota, right? What the article doesn't tell you is that only 3% of Minnesota's 2022 graduating class, or 2,142 students out of 68,940 students, actually took the SAT. In comparison, 87% of Florida's class of 2022 took the SAT. That is 190,427 out of 220,030 students. Is this just an innocent omission, or is it intentionally misleading? For nearly 20 years, I taught high school English to mostly college-bound students. I'm also a parent of 2 kids who've successfully gone through various Sarasota public schools. Here's a second common example corroborated for years when I taught my teacher colleagues in several states around the country. High school guidance counselors are instructed to discourage lower performing students from taking the SAT or ACT. In other instances, some states prioritize the ACT over the SAT. Beware of the grades provided by these great schools websites, such as greatschools.org and niche.com. Do you want schools and teachers who teach only standardized tests? Is that what you're looking for? Is that what you're paying attention to when you study school and district scores? Are you aware these standardized tests promote rote and regurgitation, not any higher level of Bloom's taxonomy, for instance? In fact, you now as parents must sort through the garbage equity score, a score that's designed to measure how well a school serves the academic development of disadvantaged student groups. Once upon a time, the 4-year college degree conferred a higher probability of future financial and personal success and happiness. More high school kids and their parents are discovering a university track, and a lifetime of student debt may not be the better pathway. Sarasota's public school district compares favorably with any other A-rated school district nationally. Please know the following criteria for grading schools and districts can and are manipulated: discipline, referrals, attendance rate, graduation rate, student-teacher ratio, rate of high school graduation, and graduates who go on to college, the amount spent per student, etc. Instead of defining best schools by weak metrics, please explore the local schools in the town to which you're considering a relocation. Talk to parents whose kids attend the schools. Talk to kids who attend these schools. Talk to staff, including teachers and support staff who work at these schools. As a former teacher, I can assure you the support staff knows whether a school is effective or not. They know which teachers actually teach. They know if student and teacher accountability exists. What will you deduce by a high rate of students on the free and reduced lunch program? By a low attendance and graduation rate, or even a low socioeconomic area? In my experience, schools that prioritize a safe environment, student-teacher accountability, and insist parents be involved in their child's development are the schools documenting overall success. Pineview, for instance, is a Sarasota County magnet school, grades 2 through 12 for the gifted. It's regularly ranked in the top 5 of all schools nationally per the annual rankings from the U.S. News & World Report. Would you consider Pineview to be the best school for your child? Niche.com rates the Sarasota County School District #2 out of 67 Florida school districts. Is this ranking all you need to hear to determine whether Sarasota School District is sufficient for your child? I want a school district to prioritize learning over testing and teaching to the test. I don't want a district curriculum that prioritizes rote and regurgitation and standardized testing where teachers are pressured to teach to the test. To determine the right school and program for your child, consider the following. Number one, what schools are zoned for the part of town you're considering? Number two, what is the letter grade for the schools zoned for the part of town you're considering? Number three, what are the student demographics of the school or schools you're considering? Number four, what percent of students receive free and reduced lunch? Number five, what do current teachers and staff, more than one, more than two, say about the school when they're asked about the teachers, administration, the rules and discipline? Number six, similarly, what do parents whose kids attend these schools say about the teachers, administration, rules and discipline? Number seven, are students segregated by their ability level, that is, remedial, general, and/or honors? That is, does the school or school district function as a school within a school? And number eight, does the school district and school emphasize and enforce a student code of conduct? Grades K through 5 are easier times. Your child typically is assigned to one teacher in one classroom. As a former teacher and now a parent, I believe more than ever that the more involved a parent or adult is in the child's daily life, the higher the odds of that child achieving academic success, resisting negative peer pressure, and developing essential emotional health. A good school, public, private, or charter, is always in the eye of the beholder. To give credence to anyone who makes blanket statements, good or bad, is a misplaced strategy. If you're interested in more neighborhood lifestyle and FAQ videos, subscribe to our growing Sarasota Lifestyle YouTube channel. Thank you.